I don't think I've worn blue eyeshadow since I was playing games with you for the gender reveal of Adrian. And Adrian is going to be 4 in about 6 weeks. Love it, love it, love it. This is by JUVIAS. Please don't forget to use my discount code. I should show you the palettes, right? Okay. I don't know what I had here. Oh, I do. The Warrior 3 palette. Boom, boom, boom. I use this shade right here. You know, you can see it on the inner. And then I use the Olore and I use this blue. Put it in, blow it out, go with a smaller brush, and then go right into the crease. Talking about brushes, this is what this episode is all about. Yes, like I said, I read all of your comments, but let me circle back. Welcome to my channel, my darlings. Welcome, Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? The dress is by H&M, and I love it. It's easy breezy. It reminds me of the days that I used to go to the Hamptons when I lived in New York. Yeah, you know, all those shells and everything, very beachy, summery. So I love it. And I think it's good for the screen too. It's very happy, makes me happy. And it's blue. You understand me? Blue for my husband, blue for Adrian, blue, 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 blue. Alrighty, so my name is Fumi Desalu-Vold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, thank you so very much. Welcome to my humble, happy place. This is all about happy, happy, happy. And we do all kinds of stuff here. Motivation, sister to sister, fashion, makeup, all kinds of stuff, you know, because all of us wear different hats, and many hats as a matter of fact. So like I said, I read all of your comments, and some of you said, Fumi, we would love for you to give us a guide as to what brushes we would need for makeup. And I thought, absolutely. I had done one 5, 6, 7 years ago. Things have changed. Things have changed. And I really know what brushes I like, what brushes I need, what brushes are not altogether necessary. I can tell you the brands that are really doing it too. So yes, today is all about brushes. What brushes do you need for your makeup? I have learned over time what I love. And I cannot wait to come out with my beauty brand. Yes, I'm going to do everything. It's going to take time, but I'm going to do it and come out with my brushes. First thing I will say, a brush has to be soft. If it is not soft, it would pick up product and it will not glide seamlessly over your face. Everybody has textured skin. Skin is textured. So you want it to really glide over without skipping. I find soft brushes do the trick. So let us start with the basics. Foundation. What would you use for your foundation? Some of us use beauty blenders. Where is my beauty blender? My dirty beauty blender. This is my beauty blender. Some of us use beauty blenders to apply our foundation. Some of us use a Kabuki brush. What is a Kabuki brush? A Kabuki brush is a flat brush that you can use, pick up your foundation or put your foundation onto and just go over, down on your neck, on the edges. It works. It really is a preference. What would be the best Kabuki? I have a couple of Kabuki brushes. So I will tell you, if you go to MAC, if you go to Stigma, if you go to Juvia's Place, go to Morphe, you will find nice Kabuki brushes. This is MAC. I think it says 130. Don't quote me on this. And I like it. If I am using a cream foundation, I'll use my beauty blender. If I'm using liquid foundation, like my beautiful Gucci, I can't find it. Can I find it? Aha, she's here. This one, fabulous. Number 5200, deep, fantastic. I will use a Kabuki brush. I'll just squeeze some on and I live for it. Live for it, live for it. Then I go on with what? Concealer, yeah? some people will use like a big brush and they will just pat down. So what you need is a big fluffy brush. This is dirty, but you can see what I'm talking about. You can use this and you can pat it down. You can also use a beauty blender and get all of it seamlessly going through. Do you need a big fluffy brush for your concealer, for your highlighter? Not necessarily. If you are starting out, I would just use a beauty blender, because you don't want to invest too much money in the beginning. You just want the basics, and that's why I am here to help. So we go with the Kabuki, and then you can have your beauty blender. All right. Now, when it comes to eyeshadows, you need a flat brush. You need a flat brush in order for you to pat your eyeshadow onto your lid. You need a flat brush. There's no getting around it. So you have flat brushes like so. Yeah, it's a flat brush and you see them all over. This is MAC. I've had this forever. This is a MAC 107. And I've had this and I've bought this many a time. It's fantastic. It picks up and you can just pat it onto your eyelid. That is the eyeshadow. But before you do that, again, you need what? Big fluffy brush. Yes, why? Because you're going to put your base. You need a base. That way your color really picks up. That's what I did with this. You need a base for the blue to really pop off. So you have your big fluffy brush, and what you do is that you put your base on. Don't use your fingers. Try not to. Use a big fluffy brush and pat and seamlessly even out your base for your shadow. Buy a couple of your big fluffy brushes, because from there now you're going to go in with your transition. Your transition is just to darken, deepen the crease, and then start off to where you're gonna go. So with that big fluffy brush, you are going to go with an even smaller brush. Why, Fumi? Because the smaller brush is what you're going to start giving in the detail. Even if you don't wear too much makeup, just have your base, have a big blowout, and then just try to contour around your eyeball. You see the deeper blue? So you need a smaller brush. So you would need a flat brush, a big brush, and a smaller, fluffier brush to do the detail. One of the brushes I live for is by Morphe. It is a fan brush. Fantastic. I can demonstrate with this one because I haven't put anything onto my high tops of my brow. If I can just look for this shadow, which I love. Is it here? Okay, you know what? Let me use JUVIAS, please, because it's here. Okay. For example, yeah, let me use a beautiful pale pink. Yeah, I'm going to use this. It is a fan brush and it's a 131 brush. Beautiful. It's a must. And I haven't seen one like this. If I ever recreate it, I'll make it a little softer. But you put that in the highest point of your arch, like so. Right at the edge. It's so fabulous. And then you use the fan and you drag it so that it's like falling stars. And it just has that beautiful gradient effect. Can you see? As it just falls onto your eyeshadow story, and you can always sharpen it out. I live for this. I've given this brush away as gifts because I love it so much. It absolutely is everything. Look at one that I've not done, and then look at the other one, and do you see the fabulosity of it all? See, and then see, and that's how you get that, is from this 131 brush. JUVIAS Place came out with the best angled brush I have ever had. It's beautiful because it's stiff. I'll give you an example. Sometimes I feel like it's a little bit too light in the brow, so I use mascara. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll use like a gel liner. I just don't have any. They dry out, you know, no matter the brand, they just really dry out. So I use my mascara, and what I do is that I just go at the end like so, and because the precision is so fabulous, there you go, and that just works for me. And then you can use it and just do strokes up onto your eyebrow without it being too intense. You can also use it as a liner for your gel and just really go in nice and flat and do a beautiful, beautiful wing. And what I like about it is that you can almost use it as a stamp. Do you see? Because it's stiff. So you need an angled brush. Do you see? But a stiff angled brush. And you can use it in multiple ways. I live for it. I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, I have 4. Juvia's Place did that. Because I'm an influencer, I'm really spoiled because we get a lot of product. We get literally everything. So we can experiment. We have the time to experiment because this is my job. I do this every single day. And so over time, you get to know what is really good and what is not. And these angled brushes are fantastic, top tier. I'm going to mention 2 brands that I am living for right now that are doing brushes and I love. And they're artists, so I'm not surprised. Mama Mitchell came out with his brush set and it was amazing. I don't have all of his brushes here, do I? No, I don't. But he has these very thin brushes which are really good when you want to do a little bit of a detail, you know, and you want to be more creative. His brushes are wonderful. They wash out very well. They don't shed. I love the color, love the variety, and he's not expensive. He's not expensive. Love him. This is one of my old brushes. This is a MAC, and this is a MAC. Let me just double check here. 223. I cut it so that it could be thinner, so that I could use it for the details in the eye, right there, in the deep socket of the eye. And Mama Mitchell has a couple of brushes like that, even thinner than this. I just can't find it right now. So you would need something like that. Another collab which I love and he did really, really well was Kylie Jenner's makeup artist. He collabed with Morphe. And he came out with some of the softest brushes. And this one is a blusher brush. There you go. His name is Ariel. If you can afford it, buy the 2 sets. If Morphe still has it. Beautiful, soft, gorgeous, huge variety. This is a NARS bronzer and blush, and just look at how it just glides over my textured complexion. I live for it. I absolutely live for this brush set. There are some brush sets that you will be like, okay, I use this one and I won't use this. I can comfortably say all of his brushes in that collection collaboration that he had with Morphe, fantastic. And he has smaller ones also. I don't have everything here. Hold on. There you go. There you go. Got a couple here. Yes, he came out with some of the most beautiful blush brushes. Love, especially this one. And so you can use this for your blush as well as your highlighter. You can use both. So here's the highlighter here. You can use it and you can just go over. Oh, just look at this. Is this not fabulous or what? And then let me put it up here too, so that you can see. Because you can have the products, but you really, really seriously do need the tools for it to really pop off. And there you have it, right there. You can just put a little bit on your nose, a little bit on the side, and there you go. So you need a really good, again, soft blusher brush. You don't want to have too big of a blusher brush. This is a face brush, so that you understand. You need something that is pretty small so that you don't have like big oversized rosy cheeks. They're a good thing, but you don't want it to be too much. All right. that is kind of it. I love Sigma. I love Juvia's Place, guaranteed. MAC will always be an OG. And then you got the newbies, as far as I'm concerned, made by Mitchell and Morphe, and the Morphe in collaboration with Ariel did a fantastic job. If you want to touch up on your face throughout the day, for example, loose powder and all, you take your loose powder, is fantastic because that way you don't build too much on your beauty blender. It's just on your face, and that works. So for example, I've got a mirror here. You just touch up here, and there you go. See? Just make sure you don't have too much of an excess, and you just touch up. So you need a brush for that, and it's very much like a kabuki, but not quite, rounded on the edges. So make your notes of what I have told you here, and then you can go to whatever brand that you like or can afford and ask them that you would love a powder brush, you would love a blusher brush, you would love a foundation brush, you would like to have some brushes for your eyeshadow, a big fluffy one, a smaller fluffy one, an angled brush, and if they have a fan brush just to really get in the detail right there. The angle brush is also great because why? You can really do that cat eye that comes all the way down here. It's so beautiful, it's so sharp. You will use this multiple ways. And darlings, that is it. That is it. And you should be good to go. I think it's time I did a makeup tutorial for you, and what I'll do is that I'll use the brushes that I have mentioned for you guys so that you can see how you can apply it. The thing here is that not everybody is a real makeup person where you're wearing your foundation, you're wearing a concealer, you're wearing this, that, whatever. You can just do bits and bobs. I do the same thing too. I wear the full glam, and because I'm doing tutorials for you guys, I'll also start to do skin tutorials. Skin tutorials where it's really just about a touch, you know, a little bit of cream blush, a little bit of lip. I do my mascara, always kind of groom my brows. Your brows really just frames your face. You just want to look touched up for special occasions. You want to do your own makeup because the makeup artist is not available or they are booked, and you want to look special for that wonderful special day. I got you. All right, my darlings, do not forget to like, to subscribe, to share this, leave all of your comments below, and of course I will see you very soon. I love you guys, and I am very grateful that you took your time out today to watch, and I hope that you learned something. Put all of your suggestions down below. If you feel that I have forgotten something, please go right ahead and do that also. Also, let me know what you would like to see, because I'm filming every day. So I need content as well as the little list that I have. I want it to be mixed up so that it's stuff that you guys have requested as well as stuff that I think you're interested in. Okay? All of my love, darlings, and I'll see you very soon. Mwah. Smiling and waving to you from London. A lot of you ask me, where am I? I'm in London. Okay? Mwah. Bye-bye.